3, 2, 1. Liftoff of the Falcon 9.
Vehicles pitching downrange.
Stage 1 prop is nominal. Stage 1 entry startup. Stage 1 is transonic. Stage 1 landing range startup. Stage 1 landing leg deploying. Falcon 9 has landed.
Hello y'all, this is Dexter Spacey, and welcome to my channel. Today is Starlink Group 6-62, B1080 on its 8th flight. I'm your host from Dexter Spacey, Dextro. Today is Starlink Group 6-62, like I said. I'm going to get into the details of this launch so we can be summarized on what's going to happen and what we're doing for this launch. Alright, this is Starlink Group 6-62. The launch time for this is Wednesday, May 22nd, 2024 at 9:35 p.m. CDT. The booster is B1080, landing on shortfall gravitas for its 8th launch and 8th landing on its 34-day turnaround time for this booster. It's 322nd total. This will be the 322nd Falcon recovery attempt. Starlink Group 6-62 is a batch of V2 mini Starlink satellites for their second generation high-speed low orbit internet satellite constellation. There's 23 payloads and they're going to low Earth orbit. This will be launching from Slick 40 Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, Florida, USA. This will be the 98th orbital launch attempt of 2024, the 353rd mission of SpaceX's history, and this will be 53rd mission of SpaceX. For SpaceX. This will be the 339th mission of Falcon 9 and the 53rd mission of Falcon 9 of 2024. Yep, that's surprising. Wow. That's crazy. Whew. Alright, let me get into the details of what SpaceX says. So, SpaceX is currently targeting Wednesday, May 22nd for a Falcon 9 launch of 23 Starlink satellites to low Earth orbit from Space Launch Complex 40 at Cape Canaveral. Liftoff is targeted at 10:35 p.m. ET, with backup opportunities available until 2:31 a.m. ET on Thursday, May 23rd, if needed. Additional opportunities are also available on Thursday, 23rd, starting at 10:06 p.m. ET. A live webcast of this mission will begin on X about 5 minutes prior to liftoff. Watch live. This is the 8th flight of this first stage booster, which previously supported ESA Lucid, AX-2 and AX-3, CRS-30, and 3 Starlink missions. Following separation, the first stage will land on Shortfall Gratos, which will be stationed in the Atlantic Ocean. The countdown events is at 38 minutes. Before the launch countdown is T-minus 38 minutes. SpaceX launch director verifies go for propellant load. At 35 minutes, RP-1 loading begins on the rocket, and LOX loading begins on the first stage. At 16 minutes before the launch, second stage LOX loading begins. Is 7 minutes before the launch, engine chill down sequence on the first stage of Falcon 9 begins. At 1 minute, 2 events at 1 minute. Wait a second. Is that Frost? I must be going crazy. No, that ain't Frost. At 45 seconds before the launch, SpaceX launch director verifies go for launch. Engine ignition sequence happens at 3 seconds. At 0 seconds, liftoff happens. At 1 minute and 12 seconds after launch, max Q happens. A peak of mechanical stress on the rocket. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, major cutoff happens. 2 minutes and 33 seconds, the first and second stages separate. At 2 minutes and 40 seconds, the second stage engine starts. At 3 minutes and 7 seconds, the fairing deploys. 6 minutes and 3 seconds, the first stage entry burn begins. And these 6 minutes and 25 seconds, the entry burn ends. At 7 minutes and 50 seconds, the first stage landing burn begins. It's at 8 minutes and 12 seconds, the first stage lands. At 8 minutes and 44 seconds, the second stage engine cuts off. At 54 minutes and 3 seconds after the launch, the second stage engine starts again. At 54 minutes and 5 seconds, the second stage engine cuts off. And at 1 hour and 55 minutes and 12 seconds, the Starlink satellites deploy. So what we're looking for is on the Falcon 9 booster. You see here is launch, ascent, stage separation, flip maneuver, reference deploy, entry burn, aerodynamic guidance, vertical landing, autonomous drone ship landing. For the second stage is launch, ascent, stage separation, and vac ignition, fairing deployment, SECO 1, SES 2, SECO 2, payload deployment, and that's it for the booster. So yeah, basically those are the events. Alright. Looks like we're summarized. Let's look at the first mission of this booster and its historic achievements.
We have cloud.
Wow. Of our champ. At venting, we're now bleeding off excess pressure in the strongback. That's what's giving that large white plume as cold gas meets the warm Florida air and condenses the moisture. We're coming up on 1 minute where the flight computers will take over the sequence. Let's listen in to the launch of Falcon 9 with Dragon and the Axiom 2 crew.
FTS is armed, Falcon 9 is in startup and is now controlling. Dragon is in countdown.
Dragon, space SpaceX. Go for launch.
Dragon, copy. Go for launch.
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 15. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engines full power. And liftoff, Falcon 9. Go Axiom.
Stage 1 Alpha.
Copy, 1 Alpha.
Together we expand what is
Vehicle
possible
pitching
in
down
low
range.
Earth orbit. Add Astra and Godspeed
Stage 1, propulsion
AX2.
inbound.
T plus 30 seconds into this historic. T plus 36 seconds into flight. A great view of Falcon 9 heading to space.
Power and telemetry is nominal.
A great
Stage 1
call.
throttle down.
Power telemetry nominal. We're into the throttle bucket. Is the first stage is throttle down power on the Merlin engines in preparation for max Q.
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
Faster than the speed of sound as we're getting great views from the first stage camera looking back at Kennedy Space Center Complex 39A.
Stage 1 throttle up.
Max Q.
We're out of the throttle bucket.
Stage 1 Bravo.
Copy, 1 Bravo.
We're at full power, and that call out 1 Bravo, that's another one of those abort modes. As we get higher and faster, the logic for Dragon, should a contingency occur, changes from stage to
Impact
stage.
chill is underway.
Chill announcement says we're getting the turbo pump on the second stage engine cooled down in preparation for its light up coming up in just another minute from now. Again, great views looking back, and you can see the contrail as we left 39A and the shadow of the contrail against the cloud deck around Florida. Now we're coming up 3 big sequences and a view live of the crew inside Dragon. They're getting ready. We're going to get 3 events here: main engine cutoff, stage
Stage 1 throttle
separation,
down.
and then we're going to light the second stage engine. We've heard the throttle down in preparation for stage separation.
Eco.
2 Alpha.
Stage separation confirmed. Copy, 2 Alpha. And back ignition.
Stage 1 boost back startup.
All right, stage separation. We've lit the second stage engine. The first stage is into the boost back burn, working its way back towards Cape Canaveral. Views on the left side, that's the first stage. Engines running as we come back to the launch site, or the landing site. Second stage engine nozzle is visible on the right side as we're powering the Axiom 2 crew into low Earth orbit on the way to the International Space Station. Waiting for call out that the boost back burn is complete.
Stage 1 boost back shutdown.
Right on time. First stage completed the first of 3 burns heading back to the landing site. Second stage continuing on power and on trajectory.
Acquisition signal, Bermuda.
We head northeast, the Bermuda ground station.
Dragon, SpaceX, trajectory nominal.
Bermuda is listening in to the vehicle
Copy.
now.
Nominal trajectory.
And the crew hears the call out of a nominal trajectory. So 4 minutes into flight, everything continuing to go well, first stage heading back, and there's the crew on the second stage getting the ride into orbit to the space station. Coming up, we're waiting for the next trajectory call out from the guidance officer.
Dragon SpaceX, trajectory nominal.
Love to hear those words, nominal trajectory.
Copy. Nominal trajectory.
And maybe even a little bit of excitement in the crew's voice. Commander Peggy Whitson calling back down, hearing that call out from GNC of a nominal trajectory. Left side of the screen, you can see the first stage. It's now beginning to orient itself so that the engines are pointed down towards the land as we will be descending towards landing zone 1 in Cape Canaveral. The 4 titanium grid fins have all deployed. They'll help guide They'll guide the first stage through once we get into the atmosphere following the entry burn, which will be coming up here in another couple of minutes. On the right-hand side, the second stage with the Dragon capsule on top, heading up the eastern seaboard of the U.S. We've just heard the call out of Boston. That's the New Hampshire tracking station, has picked up the signal.
Dragon SpaceX, trajectory nominal.
GNC continuing to make those call outs that we want to hear. Everything
Trajectory
continuing to look
nominal.
good. And the crew echoing them right back down. Good comms with the crew. We've been able to bring some live video shots from inside the capsule as they're headed to space. And there's another view of the crew.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
And there we heard that the startup burn for that stage 1 booster, you can see it there on the left-hand side of your screen, has now begun.
Stage 1 entry burn shutdown.
And conclusion of that entry burn, that burn helps to slow the vehicle down as it re-enters the Earth's atmosphere. The first stage sees high drag, which scrubs roughly 70% of the velocity by the time that
Dragon
landing.
SpaceX, trajectory nominal.
Love to hear that call out. Everything.
Nominal trajectory.
Beautiful view of planet Earth coming to us from the second stage views on the right-hand side. Left-hand side, our first view of the Space Coast once again. This booster is attempting a landing at LZ-1.
Stage 1 transonic.
That booster is now traveling near the speed of sound. Live view coming to you from one of our tracking cameras. We can see the grid fins actuating to help steer the booster down.
Stage 1 landing burn.
Stage 2 FTS has saved.
Standing by to...
Stage 1 landing leg deploy.
That was amazing footage of the landing right there. Let's look at some flight simulations for this. Let's do this. Here you go. From Juno. Anyways, here you go. There we go, Starlink retract and lift off the Falcon 9. Back to Falcon's pitching downrange. Stays in the gravity turn, awaiting stage separation. for stage separation. There's stage separation. Alright, we have cutoff. The grid fin should be deploying. Those 4 titanium grid fins. Yeah, you can start to see them deploy. Flip it over. That was the entry burn, and the entry burn shut down. This would be landing on a drone ship. So, let's watch and listen. See B-1080 land on the drone ship. We should be getting a land burn in a couple seconds. Anyways, deployed. Touchdown. You should see those titanium grid fins start to go down after a successful landing. Alright. Well, I'll wrap it up for that. Also, I want to talk about Starship IFT4. That's happening in about to be 8 days from now. I do want to tell you, be ready for it. We'll start at T-minus 2 hours and 15 minutes before the launch, and we'll be starting 1 hour and 30 minutes before SpaceX's stream starts. Well, 1 hour and 45. But we'll be starting very, very late. We'll do some commentary, some simulations, explanation, and summarizing what's going to happen in the mission. So be ready for that, June 1st at 7 a.m. Anyways, B-1080 is waiting for its prop loading. I'll be right back. I'll come back whenever we get to go for prop loading. And then I'll start picking up commentary after that. See you guys until then. Enjoy the sounds and views.